All right, now it's time to get out on the water. We're gonna lift it off from the front. I think we have this sitting at about 13 PSI right now. I usually don't go to the max. The max for this is 15 PSI, but like I said, we're at 13. And honestly, the only thing that really makes this kayak board feel heavy is this ProFish drive. Everything outside of that is actually really light. So let's see how well it handles me. All right. If I don't run into this other kayak here. Oh man, I already feel really stable on this thing. Of course, I'm gonna overdo it, but let's sit down. Let's figure out where we need to be. I need to adjust the lever some and bring the seat up. I'm gonna go one from the back and see if that does anything for me. Let's see. Like I said, first time on the water, we've got to get this thing figured out. There we go. Still too short. Looks like I need to go up one more. There we go. Lock this down. All right. Whew. Look, just a few things I need to get used to, that's all. All right. Put the rudder in the water. This does have the beaver tail rudder. And you know what? Honestly, I'm still a little bit too short. That is on me. Why did I become so short? Alrighty, we are finally on the water with this new kayak. The Airship is, gosh, probably exactly what it is. An air-filled, kayak ship, whatever you want to call it. I did mention it's a bit windier right now. The wind's picking up. We've got a storm. I don't think it's going to hit us, but you know, we do have a storm rolling in. I had to move my seat all the way up to the very front. So, you know, I lost a lot of deck room, I guess, by doing that, but I'm only 5'8". So this is definitely a boat that is going to accompany or really work out for anyone that is taller. You know, so that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Already, I guess my biggest thing here that I need to look at is where to store my paddle. I do have the Yak Attack Black Pack on this with me. So if I didn't have two rods, or let's say I had two and then maybe I didn't have my flag, or even if I had to put other rod holders on here, I could definitely put two rod holders, one on each side, to carry the paddles on the back of this. So really that's not that big of a concern, but you do need to sort of think about that when you buy something like this. So let's just get our initial impressions. We already thought that, you know, it felt really stable. Of course, I was trying to push it off to its sides just to see, you know, what it felt like. Really enjoy the handle that FeelFree put on this. You know, FeelFree has been through several iterations of steering handles, and this one feels a little more secure, or actually the most secure out of, you know, all of the handles. It's the same one that I have on my Big Fish 105 PDL. But this thing, it turns really easy. That's one thing I already notice, is it turns really easy. One thing you're also going to have to look out for is the wind. Any stand-up paddleboard or any inflatable like this is going to catch wind and then just push you off to the side. So that is one thing you're going to have to consider. You know, any particular kayak or boat or sup, anything you get, there's a few things that you need to consider when, you know, purchasing something that's right for you. Knowing where you're going to put the paddle, you know, knowing what you're going to do as far as fishing, if you're the type of person that fishes. You know, not everyone is going to fish. So, you know, me, I don't get on the water unless I have a rod, at least one rod, but I need to have the majority of, you know, one or two rods. But man, this thing, I feel extremely stable in it. Let's just make a little turn. You know, this would be the perfect recreation kayak for just if you want to get out and get exercise. You know, forget bringing rods, just focus on pedaling. You know, if I was more into fitness, maybe that would be a thing, but you know, ultimately this is not bad at all. Let's see, let's go forwards and then see how long it takes to throw it in reverse. Ooh, that stopped me pretty quick. I've got ample room between the bottom of the kayak and where the pedals are. I'm about halfway, kind of the balls of my feet, with where I have my feet on these pedals and then the deck. But the balls of my feet seem to work really well. If you have bigger feet, you know, you will probably hit the deck, but I feel pretty good with it right now. All right, so now we're gonna see, I guess we're gonna try standing up. That's the biggest thing. You know, if you're fishing, most of the time I'm probably gonna be standing up, just depending on where I'm at. Just looking at this right now though, I am a good ways away from my black pack. But since I know that I've moved my seat up, that can always move up with me. So let's try this out. Let's sit down, grab a rod. We're gonna stand back up. So I can easily, wouldn't it be something if I catch a fish? No, it probably won't happen. Probably won't happen. So I can easily stand up. It feels good. My feet kind of go into the grooves of the kayak here, and you know, I feel really secure. So I don't really have to worry about anything there. Really, I just have to worry about the wind. That's the only thing right now, but that's to be expected in any kind of SUP or inflatable that you're gonna buy on the market. All right. Now, where I'm standing on this kayak right now, it's right in the crease, or maybe a little bit before the crease where these two pieces, the center, come together. And you know, I originally thought, oh, well, that's gonna feel a little insecure. You know, it's gonna feel like those two pieces are not holding me, and that is a complete opposite. I'm standing, not having any problems, and I don't feel like this board is gonna come apart at all. So when you insert the two pieces in the back and tighten it, it starts to pull everything together. So you've got the, I guess I'm just gonna say the rib, you know, the plastic part in the middle that holds, you've got two pieces right up front and two pieces in the back, which hold the pontoons onto the side of the boat. And then all together, it all tightens up from the back and cinches everything together. So honestly, I feel great. I mean, it's 35 inches across, and I feel more secure, more stable in this than some of the other kayaks that I've owned. Granted, some of those kayaks are maybe 32, 33, 34, but this is a kayak, you know, that I can feel comfortable landing a fish off the side of it and then getting back to the center. So now that we've had a chance to really stand up, pedal this around some, you know, I can honestly say, I mean, we're gonna have to get some more fishing time on it, of course. We're gonna have to do that with anything, but that's not gonna happen in the first 10 minutes of, you know, you owning any kind of boat. So I'm highly impressed. I really am. We're gonna have a lot more time on this platform, and this is just the beginning. The FeelFree Airship is something that, in my opinion, it's been anticipated for, I guess, at least 3 years now. Now that it's on the market, I highly recommend it. We're gonna take it through its paces. We are gonna use it a lot more as a daily sort of kayak here. Stick with us this summer. It's gonna be an awesome time. This is probably one of the coolest platforms on the market right now. Pick one up if you can. We'll see you.